Here's my family that are here for my speech today. Hello, my name is Anya. When I was younger, social media was not a huge thing because it had started getting popular. As more people have started to use it, I could see how it was affecting people's behaviors. Once I decided to pick up on social media and try it out, I saw a lot of hate and people being extremely rude over the internet. I did not realize at the time how much that could affect somebody's personality and how they look on things until it happened to me. I had been bullied through social media before, and it made me open my eyes on how dangerous social media could really be. People will use anything against you with what you post on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, etc. We put our personal information out there, and the next thing we know, a personal photo of you is streaming the world or somebody starts getting stalked. Based on my experiences today, I am going to persuade you to use your time wisely on social media. Social media has caused a lot of mental abuse over the years. It is one of the main reasons people want to commit suicide or even just drop out of school. As stated by Brian John, Demand Media, the devastation of these online attacks can leave mental scars. In several well-publicized cases, victims have even been driven to suicide. It can be extremely harmful to not only you, but your fellow classmates, family members, friends, and even acquaintances. Cyberbullying is potentially a major issue that rises when you are on social media. According to the article Small Business, kids are vulnerable and can be exposed to cyberbullying in which the perpetrators anonymously are even posing as people their victims trust, terrorizing and humiliating the individual right in front of all their peers. These online attacks can severely hurt somebody, not only physically but mentally, leaving them scarred for life. Also, people who are constantly on social media sites have a more difficult time to distinguish between the meaningful relationships that come upon in the real world and the numerous casual relationships formed through social media. As we focus more on the casual relationships over the internet, our important connections weaken. Cornell University's Stephen Strogatz explains, social networking sites encourage people to post personal information and to be more public about who they are and what they do. Because intimate details of our lives can be posted so easily, people are prone to try and bypass the filters they might not normally employ when they are talking about their private lives. The things people post remain there forever, and no matter what you do, they're always there. Once you post it, it cannot be forgotten. While you may post a photo of you and your friends at a party doing shots and thinking that it is a harmless act, that image can be less appealing to an employer doing a background check. Most sites have it so you can set it to who can see your post, but such limitations are sometimes forgotten and can be difficult to control or do not work as well as advertised. Many businesses use social networking to connect with their clients, but it can also create a huge distraction to employees who may show more interest in their friends' posts than their actual work tasks. According to different studies, they demonstrate damage to productivity caused by social networking. Nucleus Research reports that Facebook shaves 1.5% off of office productivity, while Morse claimed that British companies lost $2.2 billion a year to the social phenomenon. New technologies were created to block social media sites, but the effectiveness still remains iffy. Violent acts on drugs have been able to spread much easily with the help from social networking. As written in the American Journal of Pharmaceutical Education, not only are the incidents involving illegal or disputable acts on social networking, but also are having issues with being stalked, harassed, and even having uninvited guests show up at their homes because of personal information put out there on social networking sites. I am going to use the example of terrorism. Terrorists known as the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria, ISIS, used Twitter to recruit people. The way they were getting people to join in such a horrifying act were from just one social networking site. Yet it is a threat to America and many other countries that they face today. As you can see, social media creates access to violent things because it's easier to get in touch with someone about drug setups or obviously joining a terrorism group. People believe that nothing bad comes out of social networking. They are oblivious or do not want to admit at how wrong the world has become. People do not want to bear the responsibilities of someone else, so they ignore it. They do not want to open their eyes to see the pain happening. Some people do not want their kids realizing the hurt that goes on in the world, but really they need to know how to protect themselves when the time comes. Opening your eyes to reality will help you notice the effects social networking is causing. Social media is causing people to have psychological issues from being on sites for so long. According to Lindsay Shaw, Department of Psychology, due to parts to a study released by Crott and colleagues, concluded that internet use is positively correlated with depression, loneliness, stress, and public opinion about the internet has been decidedly negative. Researchers have been examining people's behaviors on social networking and how it is mentally affecting us in our health. It causes people to feel depressed, lonely, stressed. As said before, may not even matter, but yet still gets in our heads and causes issues. As been proven by experimental studies, people's self-esteem is affected in a negative manner by the trouble social media brings. When girls post images of themselves on any social networking site, they're being harmed by not only boys, but other girls as well. People will look at those images and evaluate you, and will be judged in a matter of good or bad. Most people will judge you as a person from what they see in those images you post. They never really get to know you. They just look at how your experience is and judge you from there. Even boys will have trouble with this matter. If somebody can find a way to get under your skin, they will, and social media provides perfect opportunities for people like that. That being said, your self-esteem goes down because nobody is caring about you as a person. They just judge by what they see and do not want to realize what's inside, causing mental abuse to yourself. Given all the information I have provided, I am in no way telling you to give up social media completely. I am highly advising that you be more cautious what you post and how much information on you actually put out there. Also, do not spend all your time on social media. It is a great invention, but it will ruin you if that's all you do. With that being said, social media comes in handy to communicate with family and friends. I live far away from my father, and so we use social media to share photos and to keep in touch. So I am in no way telling you to quit, but just be aware of what you are getting yourself into by posting certain things. Make it your last priority and go out and actually make friendships in person. Then you can actually stay in touch through social media, but do not spend your life hiding in your room on social sites. Live your life. Do not let people judge you before they get to know you. I gave you many reasons of why you shouldn't be on social networking sites constantly. This is to protect you from what the world has come to be. Now it's your turn to make a stance, to make change the way you use social media. Protect yourself from this cruel world. Thank you.